All right. We should be live. What's up, boys? All right, we got to update this real quick. Give me 1 second. We got to go to FUTTIES. Got a bunch of new stuff to go at. Let's see. Collection. Okay. Hey, baby. Okay. Just leave it open then, because she's going to want to go in and out. All right. All right, we'll work on that in a little bit. It's good. Sup, bro? How's you been? I have been fantastic, buddy. How have you been? All right, 21 player picks. Get us started. All good, thanks. How many 84+10s have you done already? Nuno. All right, move that over. Okay. Ooh, Badesi. All right, we're going to go to Pale Tools in a little bit. I want to show you guys something first. Gotta get through these player picks, though. 6. Do we get anything new today? Seven. Oh. Misclicked. Did Softman get removed? I've done about 600 SUCs today and never got one. So, give me a second. I want to show you guys what I did last night. I think they maybe removed softbands or made it where you have to be a degenerate. Because I was going like super fast as well. I want to show you guys something. So I was opening 89 exchanges, right? And my plan on stream yesterday was to start making some 84+10s and open them up. Then we found a grind. Look at this. I'm just going to show you. This is crazy, man. So putting them in 83 PPs. Boys. Look at that number. Oh. I thought if we were degenerate, we could get 1,000 by the end of the week. I'm probably going to be at 500 plus by the end of today. Saved up. Isn't that wild? How? I did degenerate levels of grinding last night. That's how. I've done so many Team of the Week SBCs. I've done so many pack pulled Team of Seasons. I have like half the 99 team. $99 Greenwood in my club. Boom! Alright, let's take a look. Let me show you the ones I have. We'll have to update the number at some point. That's boring to go through. But, if we do this, see everything I packed. So we got Hampton. We got every version of Mbappe yesterday. It felt like. So we got this Mbappe. Got this Mbappe. We got Bronze. We got Pele. We got Clinton, Mead. That Mead looks insane. Crazy. But Mumbo, did you get every version of Mbappe? Because I also packed 2 of the week Mbappe. I've yet to get 2 of the week Mbappe. That's a good point. We got to get him. We got Walsh. Walsh looks insane too. And those go away at new content tomorrow, right? Alright, so I feel like we need to go to Pale Tools. Right? I feel like it's only fitting to go to Pale Tools. Otherwise, it just feels like a waste of time. So, let's hop over. Put you guys on the grind we've been doing. My goodness. Oof. Alright, let's turn that off. Has anyone gotten SBC banned yet today? Boom. Come on. Nope. I watched a 2.5-hour Minecraft video last night. And I made 300, or I made well over 300. We made probably closer to 500. Total 84 tons. Greenwood has the highest meta rating of every left back in the game. Please tell me it's not going to be super slow now. Oh gosh, of course it is. But Mumbo, why did you go offline yesterday when you kept grinding? No, in the evening I was grinding, later in the evening. I had my PlayStation on for a bit, I did some grinding, but... Alright, let us start spamming, boys. Alright, hopefully this speeds up. This is off for right now. What template you got for the 8410? Team of the week and I think 84s and 85s and 83s. Did we get any other new SBC today? That's repeatable or no? Just double check in. 85+10s. 84s. It looks like we're good there. Yeah, so this is what I do for mine. I'll show you. So I do a team of the week, and then I do a whole squad and some bench of 83s, 85s. And then once I run out of team of the weeks, I use team of the seasons that are in my dupe storage. It's then super quick to make these. And I spam 89 exchanges. And spam 89 exchanges. And then spam 89 exchanges. Also, what's really nice too, I'm experimenting with the idea right now. But I think if the goals catalog collecting, right now putting on hold the 1 of 5 winners pick and just focusing on making the 84+10s with additional 82+20 squads and 83+20 squads of those exchanges, I think makes the most logical sense. How about you guys? And then, like, once you do a certain amount, you then bring them back into the grind. I essentially do this, get rid of most of my 83s to 85s, and then once I kind of get low, I'll sometimes put 82s in with a team of the season. So I'll change it to be 82s once I run out of team of the weeks or notice it's getting really low. But in general, if you get a good mix of 83s, some 85s, some 84s, and you start low to high with team of the weeks, as you lose more and more fodder, you get more and more rated in the team of the week, so it becomes pretty easy. Only grinded 2 hours after content, so it ain't laggy now. But like, you see what I'm saying? How Pale Tools, now that it feels fully unleashed with EA, they must have changed either no SBC bans or they make it a lot harder to get SBC banned. That in general has made it almost useless to play on console at the moment. If you're grinding, that is. Bella, how's it going? We're from 70 exchanges to 110 and got 100 plus 2 weeks in my club and 40 84+10s, while going from 5,200 to 5,300 players in my club. Yeah, it's crazy. And you know what's even crazier? What's going to happen next is when I do eventually start full sending these, because I think I want to try to get these to 1,000. I think I want to try to save up 1,000 84+10s and then stay above that number. That'd be cool. I'm good, thank you. How are you? How's church? Church was good. I'm doing fantastic. Just got back. My aunt's dog's heading out in a few hours, so I'm going to stream for a bit, hang with her, and then see my aunt, and then get a workout in, grind some more packs. Yeah, enjoy the rest of my Sunday. How about you guys? What do you got going on? But now, too, another thing that you can implement into the grind is endless player picks, too. What would be nice about player picks, it's all just speculation. There's no science behind this. I feel like spamming player picks will be a nice way to get additional team of the seasons. At least the drop rates seem pretty high for me. I don't know about you guys. Even, welcome back, buddy. Remember me? Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm saving up to 83s on my dupe storage now. We're down to 83s. Alright, so we're at 321. Is it possible to put your camera down under so we can read chat? Here, I'll do one better. Might be looking weird for a second. Uh-oh. Dude, it's so slow right now. Alright, does that work? Almost excellent. But it works. Almost excellent. What doesn't work about it? Oh, because the things are in the way. There we go. How's that look? You got 96 R9 last night? Dude, I got so many cards I can't keep track. Does Pale Tools allow you to do specials by date, not by most recent? Like, can I do like since Friday? Dude, I complained about getting no 99s ever. We got all those now. I think R9 is rarer than getting any of those 99s? Probably. That wouldn't surprise me. Alright, we are finally low on 83s again. So let's do 325. We're going to refresh Pale Tools too. Sometimes if you refresh the web app, it speeds it up a ton. Dude, this during 85+10s, I feel like everyone's going to complete them so quickly. SPC storage. I don't think we have any Team of Seasons right now as dupes. Grace. But also, too, I feel like with the 84+10s, any 84+10 you make, I almost feel like in general you can compare it to a 1-to-1 50 player pack. So I bet by the end of the 84-10 exchanges, if I opened all these right now, I'd have at least 325 50 player packs, which is really cool. And it'll do that thing like, I can't remember if it was last year we talked about it, or if it was during maybe Team of the Year, Team of the Season maybe? The back and forth. Oh, no, it was Team of the Season. The back and forth of packs. How like one pack number will get higher as the other gets lower, and then it'll go back and forth. That's what I feel like that one is. I feel like the drop rate of Team of the Seasons, too. I want to experiment with this. If I just fully sent exchanges and didn't do any more Team of the Week packs outside of like groups of 25 to 50, I feel like we could do well with Team of the Seasons. I get more Team of the Years than Team of the Seasons, though. How do you have so many 8410s? What's your grind? We're doing exchanges, Team of the Week upgrades, and 8410s, just nonstop. You can include 83 plus player picks in there if you want. The grind in and of itself is just insane. Alright, so should we try to get to 500 this stream? You think? And you could make player picks with all those dupes too, if you wanted to get in the habit of doing that, or just spam a group of 25 to 50 to 100. What's your max rating to the Team of the Week upgrade? Right now I'm doing 82 to 84s mainly for Team of the Week upgrades. I find just making them in bulk is the best way to do it. Okay, almost 400. Let's go. What do you do with 86s? I've been making the 86 exchange. I was initially putting them into Team of the Week packs in the 8410, but then I realized putting 6 cards in to get 20 that are 81 plus, and then same with the 87s and 88s. If we, for now, not saying giving up on the campaign picks, but if we put them on hold and put our full focus towards making Team of the Week upgrades in 8410s, imagine starting to implement an 82 plus times 20 and an 83 plus times 20 when it comes to getting golds to use for an 8410 or the Team of the Week upgrade. It's just perfect. Alright, we're back low again. So we'll go and we'll make some exchanges. Have you really done all the player and icon SBCs? About 6 to go. Nice. Have you stopped doing the campaign bag? I just said what I said. I'm not stopping it, but I'm doing it in groups where I'm focusing on this, making like 250 to 500, and then I go back to bringing it back in. I'm a bit behind. I only have 270. Unbelievable, man. I wonder if someone's over 1,000 yet. Look at that, double team of the year. Crazy, man. Alright, should we do some player picks? Oh no, it's gonna pull from my dupes, isn't it? Yeah. Let's keep making exchanges. Look at all those 86s. And then I do the same filter for the 85+10s. I usually just chuck in a team of the season instead of a team of the week. So like if I want to go in right now and do this, chuck that in. Boom, boom, boom. And go here. SPC storage. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. Where did that meme start? Was it just simply a commercial and then someone made it a sound on TikTok? Lou, what's up, buddy? Also, if you want best of both worlds, if you wanted to build up while also opening 84+10s, build 5 to 10, open less than 5 to 10. So if you build 5, open like 2 or 3. If you build 10, maybe open up to 5. It's a really nice way to see your number go up while still enjoying the fruits of your labor. As you see here, I'm not even touching my 84+10s. I'm simply just doing exchanges with all the stuff that I'm getting from the exchanges. And it's just making more and more and more. It's commercial in the UK for like over 10 years now. It's just randomly become a meme. Is it the same voice every time? Like the same actress's voice? Oh shoot, I left my watermelon in the freezer with the pre-workout in it. Probably should take that out. Give me 1 second, guys. Look at that, 331. BRB. 1 minute. Wait a second. Someone said, where is it? Where is there an 85+20 pack in the store? Or was that yesterday? That could be insane. That same lady, she's been in a few TV shows. Talk about it. Nice. I wonder how much she's made over the years from that. Kind of like how, shoot, what's her name? Who sings Mariah Carey, the Christmas song that everyone listens to at the start of the season? She just makes a crap ton of money just off of that alone. Hey, bro, from Pakistan, welcome, buddy. Wobble. What's good, brother? Alright, let's get that number to 350 next. I feel it coming. How are we? We are fantastic, man. We are grinding our absolute brain off. I was brain dead last night, and I just turned it off. I watched a YouTube video for 2.5 hours. It was a guy playing Minecraft with 1,000 people in the world doing a civilization thing. It was 2 islands like fighting each other. Bro, it was a masterpiece. It was peak cinema. When I tell you, I don't even watch Minecraft videos, but I love Minecraft. Brother, I was glued. I was glued to Pale Tools, and I was glued to that. It had everything, man. Suspense, drama, backstabbing. I think his channel is Ish something. The video is from 3 weeks ago. It has like 7.7 million views, so I'm assuming it was crazy viral. Channel was that? I think it was Ish something. But it's a Minecraft video. If you type in 1,000 people Minecraft, it has 7.7 million views from almost a month ago. I love watching them challenges, etc. Mud flaps. I have this weird... I don't know if you guys have this with part of your childhood. When I was in middle school, so back when I was like 10, 11 years old, I had a period of my life where if I wasn't playing football, aka soccer, I was grinding Minecraft and FIFA and watching FIFA YouTubers and Minecraft YouTubers. And it puts a smile on my face. The fact that in some ways I'm not only still watching those to a certain extent, but I'm also creating content on it. It's just, it puts a smile on my face, man. I feel like my childhood self would be very happy. These videos are so entertaining, yet they'll be like 2 hours long. Yeah. How often does he put out videos? Are you following the FC? I have not followed those, no. Dudes, are you guys proud of me? I've been getting into gameplay more recently. We're going to make a push to in Div Rivals for the rest of the season. We'll play some today. I still do that, I'm going to be honest. Dude, it's the best thing in the world. It makes me so happy. So happy. And it's cool to see, like, as much as, like, people might love Minecraft and FIFA, and a lot has changed about it, and they might not like every single change. There's something to the fact that just consistently having those two games be a part of my life for so long is just extremely calming. I will say, though, I only played Minecraft for one day this summer. I got on an MCMMO server, and I was going to start grinding levels, and then my buddy got me into RuneScape, the initial stages of RuneScape, so we might be making that transition. But that opens up a world where I can just play Minecraft to play Minecraft. And part of me misses that a lot, too. Because I feel like past few years, I've been playing Minecraft less for just pure enjoyment out of it with friends, and more about just like grinding like excavation levels on a server where you get money for it. 4-month gaps between his vids? That's insane. But makes sense with how much production value goes into those. Okay, so we're out of Team of the Weeks now. So we're going to use Team of the Seasons. And then I'll show you guys kind of like the next kind of phase of what I do after this. So once we're out of Team of the Weeks, and once we're out of Team of the Seasons, chuck those in there. I then go to my Team of the Week upgrade. I have the set right now as 82 to 85. You can move some stuff around to get an exact rating, so you're not wasting cards. I just find doing a good mix of those and then spamming these as fast as you can, and then going back to opening exchange packs is like the perfect balance. What I'll usually do is, by grinding exchanges in the 84+10s, I'll usually try to build out 50 to 100 Team of the Weeks. Usually in the past, this wasn't something that was super easy to do, but now it's, with the SBC bans being lifted or heavily influenced in a positive direction, I feel like it's very simple to do. So I'll store down to 83s. In my dupe storage, nothing lower than 83s. I could save 82s, but I got plenty of 82s. Open these. I've been playing a one-block map of recently, and I'm loving it. Dude, I saw... Does anyone here play Roblox? I saw a video on it. I don't play it. I downloaded it last year for a zombies map, because I heard good things about Call of Duty on there. Or like Call of Duty-like things. And I got recommended a video recently of like the Roblox universe and how people make money on it. There's dudes who are like 15 years old making like $1 million+ a month because they have a successful map in Roblox. That's wild. But like with their one successful map, they'll have like 50 others that aren't as successful. Kind of like an investment. Like one big investment pays off. Others maybe don't do as well. Some lose. Some make some, but not a lot. Crazy, man. That gives me an idea. It gives me an idea, too. I would love to understand, like, the engineering and the all the stuff that goes into that. Maybe as a community we make a game. I would love to make, like, a pack opening simulator on Roblox. I bet we could. I was an amateur at Scratch, so this sounds like a career for me. Well, it's like, obviously some people do that for business. Some people have a skill at it and they want to improve the skill. I like when people's skills go right into what they enjoy doing for fun. And it's like, being able to progress in that is cool. Like me playing FIFA, for example, like right now, me doing content creation, streaming, whatever you want to call it. It's nice that I get to play this game, but what's crazy is like people actually tune in to watch. regardless of how many people it is throughout the years. Just people consistently tune in, wanting to know what I'm doing, how I'm grinding, what we're packing, if we're winning, losing. Crazy, man. Is that a team of the season and a team of the year? Yeah. You still doing the 85 to 80 exchanges? Haven't found any need now that the 8410s are repeatable. Yes, because I'm trying to build up 1,000 8410s. I'm going to go back to doing the campaign picks once we got this challenge completed. Ooh, Garchari, new card. Cold. You're honestly the only FIFA streamer that I can watch. Thank you, buddy. EAFC technically, but thank you. You were #1 on my YouTube yearly recap. I didn't even know YouTube had a yearly recap, or that they still did it. I think I remember seeing it a bit ago, like maybe a few years. Dude, I don't even know what mine would be for watch time. I watch literally everything possible. No niche is safe. I watch criminology videos, psychology videos, Minecraft, FIFA, fitness, finance, politics, football, basketball, music. YouTube is truly, I feel like, the best form of social media. Crazy how much is on it. I will say though, if you guys are putting the campaign picks on pause or wanting a justification on why it would be a good reason to do so, if you're building up either Team of the Week upgrades, which is an 83 squad, or the 8410s, which is an 84 squad and a Team of the Week, the amount of cards that you get from an 83 plus times 20, 82 plus times 20, then with the 86, 81 plus times 20, just for submitting 4 cards, is crazy nice. You can also sit there and do player picks as well. I'm still not doing player picks as much. Probably should get back into them. I literally sit here, make 50 to 100 Team of the Week packs with exchanges, and we spam open them. Then we go back to the 8410s. I want to see how far someone can take this, though. I might do this later today, but I want to see how many SBCs someone could complete in a day. Doesn't matter what it is. I want to see if someone can get SBC banned. Because kind of like the next step to this grind could be removing Team of the Week upgrades altogether and just spamming like player picks into exchanges, getting Team of Seasons out of that. 24-hour stream? Nah, dude, I got responsibilities. And I'm getting old. We got any of the 99 euro cards? I have 5 or 6. 1, Hampton, Bronze, Mead, so 3, 4, 5, 6. And then Williams, who's also 99. I struggled to get the Footies 99s. But EA said, here, we're going to give you like half the women. Enjoy. Stop complaining, they said. Wait, is that uncommon to have that many? Am I just extremely lucky? Dude, I literally can't touch Footies 99s besides that Rafinha. But I've just spammed exchanges in 84+10s and they appear. We should keep an eye on exchange numbers too. I want to see what this number gets to. I feel like it'll be 3,000 plus by the end of the week for the 89 exchange. Then over 689 exchanges, and I've got 0.99s. In fact, like 2.98 footies, and that's it. It's literally, I don't know how it's coded. It makes no sense. I know people have done half the packs I do and have most of the 99s. I know people who've done more packs than me and don't even have a single 99. It's all so confusing. Alright, so when I have Team of the Seasons, I change this to an 82 to 85. And we put in our SBC Storage Team of Seasons. 2 of those. 85. I believe you can put a full 82 squad with a 95 plus Team of Season. I think that gets you a 85 rating. 84 rating, I mean. What's crazy is I feel like with the remaining time left in this game, it's going to be not super easy to get every single card in the game, but I feel like most people will have the ability now. SBC, I would argue removing SBC bans is the best. And again, we don't know if they're completely removed or just heavily lowered. Could you make the case that them removing SBC bans, if it is the case that they're removed, is the best piece of menus content slash something they could offer? Because, like, sure, we'll eventually get an 85 times 20, and that'll be nice. But now that we can just unlimited grind, it's actually unlimited. Time is the only stopping point now. Yes, I fully agree. The issue with it, though, is it really does reveal who's the true degenerates. We all talk and we all say, like, oh, if only I was an SBC band, I had the rest of the day to do this. Now it's like, oh, you have the rest of the day? Go for it. What numbers did you put in up? 300 plus 85 or 84 10s yesterday. I thought was crazy for me. I want to push well over 500 today. If we could get to 750 total saved up, I'd feel like mission accomplished. Kind of my rule of thumb is for every... I treat every Team of the Week upgrade as if it's an 84-10. Just math numbers wise. So the more I can make these out in advance, the more we're ready to go. I pray they carry this on to next year. Hot take. Give us exchanges early on next year, or a variation of it where we have an unlimited repeatable SBC and make it so we can actually menu grind. With these... Oh, wait a second. Hold on. We're about to cook. You ready for this? EA's already saying they're going to give us basically the same amount of promos, but they're going to help the power curve not speed up as fast. So in theory, it's probably going to be hard to pack the top end cards anyways of each promo. Pack weight's going to be difficult to begin with. If they made an emphasis early on allowing you to grind the menus, maybe even if they didn't make it unlimited, but they gave us decent stuff and said, hey, you can only do 100 a day. You can only do 50 a day. But we'll give you the ability to grind this. I wouldn't care if they brought back bronze upgrade, silver upgrade, dailies that you'd have to put into daily gold upgrades. I would take doing all that stuff again. And what I think they do wrong is we had that around Team of the Season time where they gave us the 13 times a day. Remember the daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold? And then from that, people would make some player picks. Some people like me would do a bunch of crafting upgrades and then grind upgrades. And then people would call it a day after that. Maybe they get like an 84+10 they do. I think what EA should do is instead of bringing that stuff around that time, you give us that stuff early on. Make us do bronze upgrades and silver upgrades the first few months of the game. Slowly ramp up the amount we get daily from those things. That way we always have something to do baseline. But then you throw in some player picks, or not even just player picks. I'm a firm believer of we should have a always... Ooh, Drogba. New Drogba. We should always have a player pick as an option. It should always be out. It should always get better. But the same way we have a bronze upgrade, silver upgrade, and a gold upgrade that stays there throughout the rest of the game, kind of like exchanges, we should always have a player pick option from early on. Have it start with just being like a 78 plus player pick and slowly ramp it. I don't get the appeal of having a repeatable SBC having to wait until a Monday, 3 days after the promo already started. The weekend people want to be on grinding and they don't give you the ability to do as much because they want you to wait till Monday. That's stupid. I think they'd have so much more potential if on the release of a promo on Friday, we got a repeatable on Fridays. If you want to give us a second one on Mondays, sweet. And I hope, since it seems like they're listening to the community a lot, I think they truly are making an effort in many ways. Obviously, everyone's grinding the menus now, but I hope people grind the menus, and I hope they pay attention to the people grinding the menus at the start of the games as much as they are now. Because if they listen to some of our advice, our account could look way different. I was just going to say, just let us be able to grind for a decent length of time each day. I hate playing the actual game. Find it so repetitive, boring, sweaty. However, I love grinding to get coins. But here's the thing, too. I would argue, and I'm curious on your guys' perspective as people who have watched me throughout different periods of content that I make. I would argue better menus right away would actually get me to play the game more. Because think of it like this. As much as I love League SBCs, we all know how degenerate I can get with League SBCs. The amount of time that takes, the amount of effort to set up the pale tools, to buy out the certain teams, or to use the pack pulls. After doing like 10 a day, it gets very frustrating to do it in bulk. If instead of that, especially before Team of the Year, we had things like lower end exchanges. They don't even have to be these exchanges. Give us worse packs, but give us something to do. Put us a place to put fodder if we didn't want to do a player SBC. That would make me feel like the quality of packs I'm either saving or making and opening on a day-to-day basis is more worth my time. In that time that I would spend endlessly doing a League SBC, again, as much as I love League SBCs, I'm not saying remove League SBCs, I would much rather half the time I spend on those things, put it towards the unlimited, repeatable, decent exchanges and player picks and stuff that they could provide on the menus, along with the daily SBC content, and then have me go play a game with my Sunderland team, my pack pulls, and slowly get better at it. But, like, if you think about it, too, no amount of time or effort we put into League SBCs before Team of the Year was really worth it. I should have put all that time towards doing coins. Just making liquid coins. Investing, making liquid coins. Because the quality of pack, especially month after month when they keep it the same, it just gets worse and worse progressively. And that's going to be my change this year. We're still going to do League SBCs if they're out. I hope menus look a little different this year. But I'm going to put a heavy focus on making sure by Team of the Year, coins are our main attribute. Because coins unlock everything, right? Take a unlimited menu grind, buying out fodder for it, or buying a promo pack, or investing with a lot of stuff. Like, it never hurts to have more coins. Brother, my PC just sounded like it was about to take off at an airport. That's not good. Hopefully we don't have to invest in a new PC this year. I'd love to hold off one more year. If possible. But no, like, I think also too, Footies time in general is a different community of people doing menu content than normally do. I think there is something to it, though. And I think we saw with exchanges last year. The implementation of exchanges made it less brain nummy. Like, you actually didn't have to have a scholarship at a 4-year university on a degree in Libertadores cards to make packs. If they could keep that up and get more people involved in the menus, I think the more the better. I'm just trying to think of ideas now that could make the menus better in terms of SBCs. We give like suggestions of like a player pick that's always out, and maybe each week gets refreshed into something a little better. Every few weeks maybe. I do think they need a player SBC alternative. I think for people who have a bunch of fodder, they don't know where to put it, so they put it in player SBCs, is nice in theory, but you should have an option to put it into an SBC at all times. And again, make the quality of that pack better over time. Doesn't have to be what the exchanges are right now, but I also wouldn't mind that. Wait a second, you could take the 4 cards needed for exchanges this year, but use the packs from last year. You know how there's so many more gold commons, but you only needed 1? Would that be a good middle ground? EA, if you're listening, if you took the packs last year, where you only need 1 player, but instead use those packs with 4 players needed, that could be a good middle ground. All the gold commons, gold rares you put into player picks, you recycle them daily, you build up some more, but it's not good enough to keep doing it nonstop. Unless you had another way of getting stuff, whether that be coins, doing League SBCs, or another repeatable on the side. And then you slowly, every month, upgrade the exchanges to make them just a tad better. I also would like to see a Evo, bronze upgrade, silver upgrade, gold upgrade. I don't know exactly how they could do it, but I've discussed this before. I think they should have it where no matter what the rating of a bronze or a silver is, if it's a bronze, you should be able to take it to relatively similar silver stats. And then if it's a silver or the bronze Evo that becomes a silver, you take those to relatively mediocre gold stats. Because when I had Sunderland cards that were bronzes early on, and all the Evos were for 80 plus players to get them to like an 83 to 85, my 63 became a 68, and it didn't feel like much of a boost. But if you could consistently take your lower end stuff to a low end gold, it makes it so much easier to chain all the rest of the stuff. But also, as a way of fodder, they could find a way where it's like, hey, you can do 2 Evos at a time. If you want to take your bronzes, upgrade them after a few games into a silver, upgrade them in a few games to a gold, and then upgrade them after a few more games to a walkout. Regardless of what the stats look like, you could have consistently a free Evo that gets you a few walkouts a day. You could AFK play games, maybe do like the bare minimum stuff, and after 2 hours you get X amount of walkouts. Oh, we got tournaments. I totally forgot about tournaments, man. I can't wait to take my teams into tournaments. Hopefully, it's like the tournaments back in the day, the cups for the knockouts. Supposedly, there's a game mode where you can only use players once per tournament, and once you do, you have to change them. That'd be sick. Pack weight this week, so shit. I mean, pack weight in general, from now into the rest of the game, will not be the best. It'll just be the sheer amount of packs you're able to open. And now with basically no SBC ban, you're making up for pack weight by being able to do more packs. Is the trade-off. I would argue that's the best trade-off you could get. All right, how many Team of the Weeks are we at? $28. Okay, let's get that number to 50. Lovely. All right, let's get some player picks in too. Feel bad that we're wasting all these gold commons and gold rares. Are you guys still doing 83 plus player picks, especially now that it's technically no SBC ban? If you guys are ever running low on packs, these can just be extremely useful to build out. But ooh, you know what? Should we run a test? Hold on. We're gonna run an experiment right now. If I made 100 player picks, how many team of seasons could I get just from the 100 player picks? Let alone the recycle with all like the 89 plus exchanges and all the other things too. Maybe like the liquid coins and stuff you get as well. Get your first 99? Let's go. You get 16 seasons. Wait, people using foot enhancer now that SBC bans are lifted. I bet they're living the dream. It's from an 85 exchange, you got your 99. Dude, low key, I had like 280 or 85 exchanges just sitting there that I never opened, so I just started opening them. When we had about 100 plus special cards from Friday, I got so many new special cards by that one, where I'm almost convinced that's like a spam pack, you eventually hit stuff at a crazy level. But the reason I feel like it's that way is I feel like less people are doing it, so the pack weight kind of increases. The more people do a certain one, the less pack weight it has. Should we do 50? Let's do 50. It was Clinton. Three, 4, 5. Dude, all those cards look really good. Alright, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, this is your Footies account, right? So you started this one during Footies? Alright, we're trying to see how many team of seasons I can get in 50 player picks. Team of this year, Vinny. Bro, what is going on with the pack weight of these? Now I kind of gave up on that. What is going on right now? Okay, back to reality. Your picks are crazy. I don't even think my picks are crazy. I think the picks in general are just crazy. Remember, you can do unlimited amounts of these. I'm wondering now if it's a better use of my time. Wait a second. Is it a better use of my time to make as many of these as possible when it comes to making Team of the Week upgrades? Because technically every card we get fits in either Team of the Week upgrade, 84+10, or it's an exchange card. If we can do a quick set of 50 player picks relatively quickly too, I think it might be worth it. What did you find in an experiment? That I can make hundreds upon hundreds of 84+10s a day and save them up. I'm going to be at well over 500 within the span of a 24-hour period. So I have found that we are absolutely disgusting degenerate when it comes to grinding this game. But so far, this experiment really isn't working well for Team of Seasons. I still think it'd work well for Team of the Weeks. As frustrating as it can be to build these up. Yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream, do me a favor, smack that like button, subscribe if you're new. We're going to be chilling for a bit longer today. I'm just sticking to 89s and picks. You're not even doing the 84 tons? So that's 2. Too much work for me. A bit burnt out. I built 50, 84+10s though. Nice. But Essie. Yeah, I think if I stick to exchanges, as much as I'd like to do player picks, I think just doing them over time, like 50 to 100 with what we have, wouldn't be the worst thing. But I don't want to focus on them. I do think spamming 89 exchanges and focusing on building up Team of the Week upgrades is perfect, though. What I should do, before I really commit off stream to continuing building up the 84+10s, I should try to get to... what's the number? We would need... We could run math on this. We could say maybe every 2 exchange packs in general. Wait, not even every 2 packs. I could say every 1, because 50 player pack is different. It's more cards, but 83-20, 82-20, 81-20, any of those would be comfortable enough to make a Team of the Week upgrade. So if we had 345, we had 28 here. If we wanted to get basically 650, if we could get the 655, 84 Team of the Weeks, we'd have to do probably at least 500, 550 exchange, crafted and opened to get that number that high. Jeez. Boom, 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 boom. It's telling me to take me there, but I'm here. Three 93 pluses, 186, 185, 184. These might be decent. Yeah, they're decent. This take forever compared to exchange, and you're getting 1 card at a time versus 20 to 50. That's the only negative thing. That's like the real trade-off. It's like they're a good place to build up. But once you have them, I think spamming exchanges is the way to go. But as I say that, man, that's a ton. Cards there. Just finished Rooney. Noise. At these 89 exchanges. Oh, they're great, man. Not even 888 plus, dang. That might be the worst luck I've ever seen. Bobble is getting scammed, 100%. Getting baked. That's a good way to put it. Alright, so we have what, 3 team of seasons? Got 199 Grace Clinton. Now the real question is, if I opened up 1,000 84+10s this week, how many team of seasons would we expect to get in that? Feel that pressure. Same man got her too. How many cards are there for those? Are we over halfway with 6? Cold, cold, cold. Look at that, dude. Where's flying through? Imagine showing this to someone a few days ago. They'd have a heart attack thinking they were going to get SBC banned going this fast. Perfect. When did they remove soft bans? They lifted soft bans sometime within the last 24 hours or so. They drastically changed it. Should be the wording. When people said they noticed it yesterday, I got SBC banned in the process of trying it out. But since last night, I have not had any problem whatsoever with the soft ban on Pale Tools. I did it for a minimum of 3 hours. At very high speeds, I should add. Dude, I need a nap. Ugh. My sleep last night and my sleep the night before were just horrible. My aunt's dog's been barking in the middle of the night. So very little actual sleep. Or deep sleep, I should say. Alright, 348. So does the Ish guy or whatever I was talking about for the Minecraft video, he has more of those, right? You just said he makes one like every 4 months or so, or like in between his uploads. Because I'm down to sit down and watch like another 2+ hour video. That was crazy. Will every promo card be in packs at once at some point? I don't remember how they did it last year or the year before. As we get into August and then later on in August and like the start of September, I'm assuming there's gonna be more and more cards and better packs. Like I'm assuming 85+10s probably next week will become unlimited, or they'll just keep increasing the number you can do. I mean, from this point, it's just if I looked at it now, the number on the screen isn't accurate. I have probably a majority of the 21 now, and I probably have close to 200, if not over 200. I just haven't updated that number yet. I'll do that off stream. Yeah, I could see it being very easy to pack everything in this game within a week or two period. Fucking what's up, buddy? But this is where you really see where people are made of. It's like we're at the point of the game where none of this matters in a few months, in a month or so actually, because we'll have the web app in almost a month, right? Jeez, that's coming up. The release of the game is what, like the 16th or around then? 2 or 3 weeks in. Web app's probably within that week before. People are gonna get beta codes. We're seeing gameplay trailers. Oh. This period's the best time of year. Football's starting back up. Transfer window's open. You're ending the rest of this game with a grind. You're starting the next game with a different grind. One of the best times of the year. Also, one of the most frustrating times of the year. Because it's like, you're excited, but you're also patiently waiting. Emptying a club and going for every card would be fun. If they were re-released... I'm just trying to think. If they re-released every promo card, every pack would be all promo cards. There'd be no 85 to 89 rated cards in existence. The only exchange you could do are 89 exchanges. And the number of 89 exchanges you have would only go up. We got a preseason batch too? Yeah. Dude, a Xhaka Sunderland card, 99 footies. Could you imagine? Or a preseason card? Hard enough unless I know. The Openda doesn't sound like it's 100% accurate. I would love to get Openda, and I would have said any chance to get Xhaka is probably not going to be accurate either. But my guess is that's a name being floated, and behind the scenes, there's just as crazy of one being talked about. No one's heard of it yet. Because I remember when the Xhaka one was happening, I heard it, and initially I'm like, that'd be crazy, but I see no world where that's happening. But as that was happening, I saw the people that we were also talking to. It was like, oh, wow. We might spend 40 mil on Guendouzi. Or are we doing that while we're talking to Xhaka and trying to sell him on the plan? And then he signs when our attention is over there. Like, for all the goalies Sunderland was linked with in the past few months, out of nowhere, Roof gets signed. He's a baller. Sad to see Sun leave, but definitely the right time. I love when footballers leave before the football's completely left them. That's... especially for like a a player who's been at a club for a very long period of time, they're considered a club legend or very popular at the club. One of the hardest things is just to see steep declines of their performances. Son, I think, is what, averaged above a 7.0 on FUTMob every single year since he's been at the club. Or since FUTMob data's been available. What do you do with your 86 rated players? 87 to 88. So I'm, just so I can make more 84+10s quicker, I'm dropping the campaign pick. So 86s, 87s, and 88s are all going into exchange packs for me. You don't necessarily have to do that for the grind to still work. You can make the pick. I just find having everything helping you work towards your goal rather than just one thing speeds it up a lot. So what I'll probably do, and if this trend follows into next week and the week after, I'll probably, if there's tradable packs, find a way to get those tradable packs as often as I can after I do the catalog collecting things. So focus on getting this catalog finished as quick as possible, then go for those. I think is the move. Alright, what do we still have? 50 cards still. 87s, 88s, some 83s. It still doesn't feel like Trent's on Real Madrid. Every time I see that, it confuses me. I feel like there's going to be so many players that I'll see in the Prem and it's like, oh, I didn't even realize they're on the team. Or, oh, this person left. Didn't even realize it. I feel like this is going to be a very weird window. I think there's still going to be a few big moves left. So, just for perspective too, this is what we're able to do while saving these up. Imagine if I was just spamming 84+10s while doing this process. How much more exchange packs we'd build up, how many more team of the seasons we'd get out of those, how many more team of the week packs we'd be able to build to put back in. Like, although this process is great, I can't wait to see what it looks like once we get the 500 to 1,000. That's when it's going to get wild, wild. Son! Yo, Mike Theory has to be real, dude. No shot. Y'all believe in Mike Theory? I feel like this has happened like 50 million times on our channel. But, at the same time, you could make the case on the other end. How many players do we talk about that we then never pack? Right? So the question is, how many times do you say a player and you pack a player within a certain period of time compared to the amount you say a player and you pack nothing and you don't think about it? I still think that's wild, but... But yeah, true, it's not a 99, so... Does it really count? Does it really matter? Dupe Suarez, cold. Who's Son going to? LAFC, I'm pretty sure. So he's going to the MLS. All those 50 player packs. Dang, man. We're literally cooking. So, question now becomes, if my main goal right now is focusing on building up Team of the Week packs, would it make sense to drop 85s? And focus on putting 85s in the 85 exchange? I feel like the way we're doing it is pretty good. But if we did drop 85s, I feel like this is the next step of the grind. Yes. I'm liking it. Now we don't have to worry about SBC bans. We're now getting, what, 16 additional cards? Putting 4 in. Getting 20 back. Look at how many of these we can build up to. Oh my goodness. Yes, this is the new wave, boys. I'm adding 85s back in. What's up, Josh? How you doing, buddy? Thought the SBC, man, it's so addictive. It's so addictive, but at the same time, too, you hit a period where none of it matters. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but it's like in the process of grinding, I have periods where I'm like, dang, I'm getting tired, or it's like, dang, I want to switch it up to something else, where I might make little tweaks here and there. Otherwise, it's almost too repetitive. As someone who loves repetitive, don't get me wrong. Yeah, look at all these additional exchange cards we're getting from that. Should we realize? $4.96 pluses from 15 PPs. W. Okay, we're over 52 of the weeks. Not going as fast as I want to, though. I feel like we can take this up a whole nother level still. Should we now do... Hold on. I'm thinking we now make the transition to exact amounts. So, if I'm doing a team of the week upgrade, and I want to put 84s, 83s, and 82s in, what does anyone know what a good balance would be? What that would look like? Because if you did all 83s, 9 83s with what, 2 82s, that works. So we did 9. But then if we did 184, could we do 5? $583s. I mean, we can experiment. No, that's not enough. If we did 2, 4. Yes. That works. So 284s. Use SBC country for calculation. Does it have like a whole section for that? Seen run the foot market, get sun and a belly in the space of 30 minutes. Kind of feel bad after going 6 hours at full speed and not getting the same value minutes. I mean, you can't really do that. Everyone hits at some point in the grind. So what are we going to run out of the most? 83s? 82s will still be fine on. You put the rating you want and what you want and use the calculation. It comes out for the rest of the rates needed. Okay, I'll take a look at that in the future. Thanks, bud. Any team seasons? Nope, so we can rinse all those. So how many? Hold on. We're going to try 582s, 483s, and 384s. I think that's a better mix. There we go. Actually, if we're doing 8410s from the 89 exchange, it probably would make more sense to do 6, 3, yeah? Perfect. At least like the process of completion, the re-release collection, 179, 215 at the one. I think I'm close to 200. I gotta update the count, but we're gonna stick to doing an office stream. I should have did it before, but I came straight from church home, from the grocery store, so I didn't get time to go in and update on my phone. Do you guys still do it by hand, or is there a process you use? I do special cards, most recent, and then I have FUTTIES on my phone, and I click the card in the catalog. So I like scroll through each line, look at the ones with similar ratings, and I'll update it over time. Oh my gosh, look at that. So I could include 83 plus player picks into this grind now to get 83s, if that's the thing we're low on most of the time. Jeez, dude. I feel sorry for your guys' 89 exchanges. I feel like every time I hear someone complain about it, I'm sitting there like, yeah, I've definitely noticed a change in the pack weight of these for sure. You have FUTTIES on a second monitor, and then every time you pack a new one, you just quickly hit it from there. It probably would be smart to do it as we go. I'm thinking about it. Everyone like now? Smack the like button, dudes. The grind is still grinding. The 8410 number might not be building up as fast as you think. It's because we're putting most of the resources towards Team of the Weeks right now. Basically, every Team of the Week pack you see, I think of it as another 8410. I have to ask, what did you think of Jack Boys 2? I'm so glad I listened to it after I heard everyone say it was overrated and wasn't as good as they thought. Because my rule of thumb with music usually is I can never have a correct first listen to, because I look for very specific things, and if it's not what I'm looking for, I usually am a little disappointed. But then I go back to listen to it with a clearer mind, or listen to it for what it is. And my goodness, both the Jack Boys and the Deluxe hit so much harder a few days after. It's not one of those albums that I would be able to listen to song by song and say no misses from start to finish, but I thoroughly enjoy listening to the Deluxe from start to finish. I like most of the songs. A guy that grinded a lot after the removal of the ban said there's no SBC ban, but there's a quick sell ban. Interesting. Oh. What did he say when he ran to the quick sell ban? Like the middle part of the album is so good. But like 2000 Excursion's great. I love Dumbo. MM3 is fantastic. MM3 is one of my favorite on there. Contest is good. Where's You? I really enjoyed it, man. Says he cannot quick sell, so he has to recycle everything. So with 50, if it's happening for 50 player packs, that's different. With 50 player packs, you don't see everything. So sometimes you'll quick sell and you think you hit everything, and then you go to open another pack and there's a few cards left. That's, I feel like, pretty common. Don't know what to do. Still don't. Champagne, Trip Out, The Wizard, Dumbo, 2000 Excursion are my favorites. So I'm going to not reword what I said, but I'm going to explain a little bit more what I think of the album. So I think for an album that I wasn't expecting to come out when it did, I honestly heard nothing about it happening until it was basically almost out. I am pleasantly surprised. I'm a fan of having more songs with some potentially being misses, but you have a lot more potential hits or a lot more good songs than a smaller project of 4 or 5, and most of them being pretty good. I think that was the difference between Jack Boys 1 and Jack Boys 2, is I feel like Jack Boys 1 was good enough quality throughout where you'd listen to it and you're like, dang, now that I'm on to Donnie T, I need some more music. And Jack Boys 2 came out at a time where Don Toliver was already on the previous Travis Scott album, so he was already getting more recognition and growing as an artist. But I was still hoping, like, oh, hopefully at one point they have like a collab album with the two of them. You heard his new EP? Don's new EP? I don't think so. When did it come out? This week? Today marks the 7th anniversary of that. I was in college, man. I was in college. It didn't feel like it was that long ago. Why do you have nothing saved? I don't. So my issue with saving songs is with a lot of albums, I would like the whole album. So what I do instead is I usually like the album, or just go to their page and listen to the whole album so you don't see it in the likes. Specific songs that are liked, I usually have in different playlists where I have things show up in a certain order for how I'm feeling for the day or time. It's a really weird thing. So, like, there's a lot of songs, too. I'll have a like song. Like, for example, this one, added 3 hours ago. Eric Doe came out, I believe, a few years ago. Just now became one of my recents. How to Love was in there for the longest time. Just put it to the recent. So, like, there's a lot of things I'll remove, add, remove, add, remove, add. I have a full... Where is it? If unreleased Juice WRLD music was a an artist, like a single artist, instead of all these different pages, literally every single unreleased song I feel like I would have time listened to before it got removed. Look at that. Look at the pure amount of songs that go up, removed, up, removed. Album songs, unreleased. Yeah, no. Astroworld was a fantastic album. Oh, Yeet. Yeah, I listened to Yeet's album. I liked it. I'm not a I'm not a Yeet fan. I'm a Yeet enjoyer. I really like Yeet's beats and the way he makes music. I don't listen to him to listen to him, if that makes sense. So like I listen to it on TikTok, and if I'm getting like a workout in, like 1 or 2 songs will like hit the playlist. But I'm not saying they're going like Yeet's vocals are absolutely insane. His lyrics are so deep here. Come and Goes insane. I'd have to go back and listen to it again. I'm gonna be honest. Even though I like Yeet, a lot of his songs to me sound the same. Not because they are the same. There's some artists, I just feel like every song is the same song, and he's one of them. So I need to go back and really listen to see which ones I like and which ones I don't. Heard Freddie Gibbs' The Alchemist album? I don't think I have listened to it. You know, I wonder if he's still making music. I'm gonna put you guys on. Ooh. Hold on, I gotta remember his name. Le Poncho. Is he still under 100 monthly listeners? Yes! Okay. Do me a favor. On Spotify, look up Le Poncho. Go to albums. Okay, it's not albums. It's going to be EPs. Listen to No Pressure. All 5 of these. Forever and Always is good and BB's good. But these 5 songs I listened to so much in college. Randomly, found the dude randomly when I was watching YouTube. I looked up rap music video, and he just made a music video. It was like 1 view on it. Listen to it expecting it to be like, oh, some random artist. It's probably going to be horrible. Listen to it, I'm like, oh. 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 Oh, yeah. I think he had 1 song that went semi-popular. But still, people don't know about him. Hopefully he's still making music. To be honest, I saw his newer stuff. I don't like his newer stuff. He sounds so different. Like Headliners, didn't like Headliners, didn't like Out of Towner. I liked his like 2019 stuff. Was it Getaway? Yeah, Getaway was the one that got mainstream attention. Did I get a 99 yet? If you're talking about the women's cards, I got 6 of them. I collected them like Infinity Stones. Maybe it's old music. He's evolving though. Oh, 100%. What? How? Because I'm closing in on 500 total 84+10's crafted, and I've been spamming exchanges like crazy. She give me peace, yeah. Cry so many tears I can't sleep, yeah. Do I do exchanges and 84+ and Team of Season? That's how I'm doing. Video. Alright, we got 3 Team of Seasons to put in. I had the first 2 songs, that La Pancho EP, actually kind of cold. Again, if you listen to his newer stuff versus that, you're going to be very disappointed because it sounds like a completely different artist. There's something about, I don't know what it is, but I have a fascination with artists that put out like either a project, it could be an album, it could be an EP, it could be a single song at a random period of time. And then after that, it's like, how is this the same person? Like, don't get me wrong, I still like what's his name? Why am I blanking? I still like Kid Laroi, but Kid Laroi has a very specific voice back when he made, I don't know if it's even considered an album, FU. Like, it was during COVID. It must have been before that. If you listen to Kid Laroi back in like 2019, 2020, like, if you haven't listened to Hellbent, Hellbent is a fantastic song. In my opinion, one of Kid Laroi's best features. But, like, right after the Addison Rae time period, like the diva, that type of voice, like Blessings, he was too young. Like, he had the child voice. But, like, as he kept getting older, his voice from, like, 2020 to early 2021 was, like, peak Kid Laroi. What were the 2 you added from Le Pancho? You said the first 2? Breathe is good. Dress in black. Yeah. Funeral for mom. She dressed in black, yeah. She give me peace. She give me cry to the beat. Too many tears I can't speak. But that's how love goes. Trying to not give up, though. Baby, I walk on a tightrope. Got me insurance, no Geico. She wanna love me, not fight, though. Dude, I haven't listened to that song in like 5 years. All right, perfect. More there. More 84+10s. Oh, are we out of Team of the Week upgrades? What do we still have to make? We have 89 exchanges. Dude, it's never ending, man. It's a beautiful thing, don't get me wrong, but it's never ending. That's a good problem to have. Yeah, I work a lot. Too much, I can't stop. Trying to think if there's any like small artists I've listened to over the years that I still try to keep up with. The Poncho is like I feel like the exception. Most of the stuff I do listen to is relatively mainstream. I think I said some of you guys, if you don't listen to hyper pop, I've been getting back into it. It's really good. Breakins is the best artist in my opinion. If you've never listened to a Breakins song or album, highly recommend you look him up. BRAKENCE. Listen to Hypochondriac, the album. Yes, you are seeing this right. I've hit like on the add album in, but I've hit like on every single song too. This, like, transition wise, song to song, might be one of the best albums I ever heard. And he has a voice that's just, like, it fits him perfectly. Sleepwalker just released on Friday with Aries. That's a good song. Sofago, I've been getting into him now more. I listened to him a little bit back in the day. Uptown Cooling's a good song by Autumn. All the unreleased Juice. Let's see. If you like Christian rap, Caleb Gordon is fantastic. Worship. Dude, I've been getting the Meek Mill song has been going viral recently. The Abandoned House. Where the tape at? Pull stick up his. Tell him take that. I went back and listened to Dreams and Nightmares. Dude. One of the best artists ever was Meek Mill when he was poor. Living in Philadelphia. Absolute banger of an artist. All the Dream Chaser mixtapes, perfect. Dreams and Nightmares was great because you finally get to see what it's like achieving success and how it's not everything you thought it'd be. But then after that, it just fell off completely because you just lose touch with everything once you finally made it. I have not, Teps. I don't know who Jay Briscoe is. Dude, Riles, I don't know. I have it. Is it a French song? I put something on recently. That was a different language. Where was it? Woof, woof. I don't know. There's, I think, a French person on there somewhere. Jay Briscoe. Quite a few bangers. I reckon you'd like them. How would you, like, describe his music if you had to categorize it or compare it to someone, maybe? It's just like American rap, to be fair. Oh, dude, you know who I like? Who does British rap? Shoot. DC3. Love this man. British Christian hip hop artist. He has fantastic promo for his videos too. His older songs were better, but it's not like that ear rape stuff you get. It's actually nice. That's funny that you'd word it that way, because I think I know exactly what you're talking about. Baby like it's lifeline. Alright, how much longer do I have? I'm trying to see. Alright, I am going to go say goodbye to my aunt's dog, hang out with her for a little bit. We'll be back tomorrow, aka Monday. I have an early football match, so we'll only be able to be live for an hour. Our live stream is just going to be simply spamming 84+10 packs, opening them, recycling them in 89 exchanges. We'll start opening the pile we have, regardless of how many it is. I think we'll go to console to do that. But yeah, thank you guys for chilling. If you did enjoy, smack the like button, subscribe if you're new. Appreciate you hanging out. We will see you guys tomorrow. Take it easy.